Yummy. All right, folks. We back in the lab. We back in the studio. This is the Captain's Log Podcast. I'm your host, Rob, home of your sports, trending topics, and today interviews. I am joined by the lovely Miss Dominique Robertson. Good evening. How you doing? What's up?
Good evening. I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you?
You a little nervous.
A little bit.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Listen. My interviews are very relaxed. It's gonna be just like it back in the day at the crib, chilling, drinks poured up, music playing. You know, we gonna be chilling. Right now we have the founder and CEO of Air Solutions Virtual Assistant. Let's give her a clap. You don't got your headphones on, but I'm clapping for you right now. Dope. Very dope, man. Before we get into that, man, I always do my welfare check. I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. You know, I say it just depends on the day and the hour, but I'm blessed. I'm hanging in there. So all is well. No complaints.
I understand that. You know, we love you. We love the whole family. So, you know.
I know.
Big hug after. We can just real quick.
I love y'all too. Definitely.
Okay. So let's get into it. People don't know Air Solutions Virtual Assistants. Before we get into that, let's give the people your background.
Yeah, definitely. So I've been in the administrative assistant, executive assistant, office management world for over 25 years. And so it's something that I've enjoyed doing. I'm just kind of naturally good at, in the house, I call myself the house manager. I'm like, it's more than just a mom. Like, I'm managing everybody. Mm-hmm. Can I cuss? I'm managing everybody's shit. So
we talk freely on here.
Okay, awesome. So it's always been my background. I was the go-to person for resumes and for administrative help, for planning things, for managing events, just all those things. Everybody would come to me, and I've got a wealth of experience and knowledge in all these areas.
Okay. Good to go. All right, so let's dig deep. So where did the idea come from? You said, hey, let's just start a business.
So last year, my world turned upside down, lost my baby girl unexpectedly at the age of 26, and just nothing made sense. Like, just everything was just shit was a mess. Nothing made sense, and I wasn't feeling, motivated. I was just feeling lost. And Ebony Harris, she's always been my life coach, even before she was coaching. It was like, Dominique, you've been talking a long time about, starting your business, and why don't you just do it? What are you waiting for? And I was like, I don't know. I'm just not motivated. And she was like, come on, let's do it. So we just sat and had a conversation, and I told her what I was thinking, what I was interested in doing. And, she was like, let's make it happen. You can do this. You take these steps, get your business registered, and go from there. And so I did just that. And many, many moons ago, I had a virtual assistant business before people even really knew what that shit was. And I think it was a little ahead of its time. So I had some clients, but then it kind of fizzled out. But I'm like, this is what people need. This is something I'm passionate about. I'm good at. I really believe this is my gift. And so, after such a tragic loss, I was like, I want the freedom of time to just be available and spend more time with my family. And I just became so much more intentional about what I give my time and my energy to and who I give it to. And I was like, I want to be with my kids more. I want to be with my husband more. I want us to be able to travel. I don't want the restrictions of I have to be at this meeting. I have to be here. I have to be chained to my desk between certain hours. I want to be able to work from the beach or the pool or, just set my own schedule and my own hours. And so from that, this vision came out. I'm sure I'm not the only person feeling like this. So let me help people and give them the freedom of their time so that they can, if what's important to them is pouring into their business, then let me support them and take things off their plate so they can do just that. Other women that want to work from home, that want to continue to work remotely, let me hire them and empower them with the freedom of time so they can pour into what and who's most important to them. So that's where it started. And the initials AIR are after my daughter Asia's initials, Asia Imani Robertson, so that I could just honor her and just continue on with her memory and create a legacy for her.
That's deep. I was gonna ask too what the initials meant.
Yeah, it's my baby girl's initials.
Yeah, it sucks, man. I get a little choked up about it. Him, even just thinking about it, man. It's no more pain.
That's right.
It's funny you mentioned Ebony, man. Listen, Ebony help me out too. Like, shout out to Ebony. Let's get the clap for Ebony.
Yes, let's clap.
Look, you need a life coach, man. She gonna get you squared away.
She will.
She really forced me to kind of dig deeper and poured into me. When I had ideas, it's like, no, it's there. She's like, it sounds like you know what to do. You just need to be told.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, you see right through me. You know what I'm saying? So she helped big time, but I know that she was doing a lot. So when our meetings had stopped, and I was like, man, I gotta see her. So when I saw her, I said, listen, just want to let you know, like, thank you. It's like, I know you get busy life, but just know that you helped me more than you probably think you did. So definitely shout out to her, man. But
I listened one of your podcasts. You mentioned you were comparing like a life coach to a therapist or something, and like which one you would, which one was more beneficial to you. And I shared that with her, and I said, he said his life coach was more beneficial to him
at that point in time. Absolutely, because I can really, in this industry, sometimes it's hard to get them answers. It's hard to find what you're looking for. Everything is not on YouTube.
Right.
And unfortunately, it's not that many people that, I can talk shop with about this. I have more people now, but like back then, I didn't have anybody to talk to about this. Like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. I'm thinking about doing that. I didn't have nobody to talk to. So I was literally just out here solo dolo, just trying to figure it out. And over time it helped, but I'm like, damn, I could have used that little push back in the day, you know what I'm saying? And I'm cool for, where my journey is as of right now. Right. But no, she helped big time, man. And I tell her that I was like, listen, no, I need to tell you, like, you need to listen, give me 5 minutes. And I just poured it out to her, man. And I think she was really grateful to hear that, man. So
I'm sure she was. We got to give people their flowers while they're here and let them know, like, you poured into me, you helped me. So sometimes we have ideas and we have dreams. We just don't always know how to birth them, or we just need that push. Like, what are you waiting on? We want everything to be perfect before we start. And it's like, just start, just have that faith in God and yourself and just start. And so that's what I did with this. I was like, all right, I don't have it all figured out, but I'm going to start. And here we are.
Yeah, I'm working on that too. That's why I made a post on Instagram on that little story thing on your thing, and I said my brand is evolving, whether I'm ready for it or not.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that resonates with a lot of people out there. So I can dig that. So how long has the business been going on now?
So I started it July of last year.
Okay, so how's that been working out so far?
It's been good. Like, it's really been amazing. So I credit a lot of it to this. I recently, yesterday, I graduated from this women's empowerment program through MP Services. It's a women's professional development program. And so they provide, coaching and business consulting and mentorship and just like all these great things that I got out of it. It was just so awesome. And they're like a liaison for the business community. So it was free through a federal government grant they got. It was free. It cost me nothing. And I got certified as a woman minority business owner so that I can now get grants and do different business, with the federal government for this money that is allocated to, women, small business owners, women minority small business owners. I'm working on my website being revamped. I have a full branding kit now. I'm working with a brand advisor. It was just so many gems and nuggets and things that I learned in this. And it really kind of helped me kickstart it and just kind of helped me connect all the dots of everything that I was trying to do. So, you do the basic, you have your idea, you create your business, you register with the federal government, with the IRS, you get your EIN. And then it's like, okay, what next? And so just, and I'm not completely there, but up enough to be operational where I wasn't waiting, like I just said, for everything to be perfect. I'm like, all right, let's jump out there. And so, that's where we are. The business has grown and, I've increased my client base. And as I'm learning more, my confidence is growing and I'm feeling more comfortable and just different opportunities are coming up and I'm like this and, taking advantage of it and stepping out my comfort zone to just really try to, increase my presence and just continue to build my client base.
That's good. And definitely congratulations on that course too, man.
Thank you.
That's dope as hell. So tell me about your clients. Like what type of clients are you attracting, and how does the process work?
Yeah, definitely. So small business owners and entrepreneurs, those are the ones that primarily have needed a virtual assistant, right? Because, they don't necessarily have the money for the overhead to hire somebody full time or to hire a whole team, but they need assistance with, either particular tasks or sometimes just particular projects. And so that's where a virtual assistant can step in and say, hey, you know what, let's customize something based on what your needs are. So it starts with the discovery call. I do a 30-minute free consultation. We do a discovery call and talk about, their pain points and what we can do to help them just maximize and meet their goals, help them to be more efficient, help them to be more organized. Like, what is it they need? Because it's not a cookie cutter. It's really customized. Everybody's needs are different. So once we figure out their pain points, then we come up with suggestions on how we can help them, how we can help their business, and customize a package that's going to be ideal for them in their situation. So some individuals hire us hourly, say, you know what, I think I need X amount of hours, a week or a month, or, they do it based on their budget. Like, this is what I have. And based on the tasks and the type of support they need is where the price can vary. But very much so, if somebody's like, I only have X amount of dollars to spend each month, okay, then we're going to, provide X amount of hours worth of service, but you're only being charged for the work that is being done, for the time that is being committed to that project or to those tasks. So you're not just saying, I got to shell out X amount of dollars a year. No, it's like, hey, I got this. I need this for this specific amount of time, or this is my budget. Well, this is how many hours we can get you for the week, for the month, for the year, however. But, it can be stop and go. If somebody might need someone just for a particular project, then we can provide that support. Somebody might just need help with event planning. We can provide that support. It's really just customized as needed with whatever makes the most sense and works for that particular client.
Okay. So do you have an ideal client that you have frequently, like in a specific field?
Really, the beautiful thing about this in any field, because some of the key services that we provide that we find people need the most help with are email and calendar management. Think about it. Any field that you're in, you're going to be sending emails. You're going to have calendar needs. It could be project management support. Again, any industry. You're going to have some kind of project that comes up. It could be photography. It could be recording podcasts. It could be, having a training workshop. It's just a number of things. You're always going to have to do something with email, with calendar, organizational management. We teach people, or I help people set up electronic filing systems so that your files aren't all over the place. You can find them, with how you're naming them, how you're organizing them, just the whole folder hierarchy. Like, let's make it make sense so you can figure out what you need, and then you can maintain it from there. Let's figure out ways to automate processes so that you're not doing everything manually. Is there an event? We can handle the logistics behind the scenes, and then we can be on site to manage the actual event. So again, it's really just, it's no ideal client. It's just that individual that needs some help. They need somebody to handle day-to-day tasks behind the scenes so they can focus on growing and scaling their business. We take that burden off of their plate and we run with it.
Mm-hmm. So I keep hearing you say we. How many of you are there?
We are small but mighty. So for quite a while, it was just me. Okay. It was really just me. And so I've added a few more individuals to the team. And we're steadily growing. So it's a small number of us, but growing by the day. So it's hard to kind of put a number out there.
Okay.
But yeah, and some people are really, it's just a matter of, again, that client based need. I have a pool that I can pull from and say, hey, you have some time for some work, you interested, it's just contracting work for some individuals. And so they're on board as needed to help with particular tasks.
Okay. So next question, do you have tier packaging? Do you have if you want to get the bronze package, the silver package, the gold, it comes with this, this, and this. You have something similar to that?
So we're still working on packaging, but right now, again, it's really just customized based upon what the client needs. So it's not one cookie cutter package. It's really like, hey, this is what I'm suggesting you do for this goal. And then we just go from there, and then we reevaluate it. We have frequent touch bases. And so, yeah, we're still working on the actual packaging of it. But right now it's been very much hands-on, just really custom building out things just based upon a client's needs, the scope of work.
Okay. Oh, man. You hit me with a work term there. The scope of work. Man, every day.
The bandwidth. It depends on the bandwidth and like all those work terms.
I'll be using that.
Yeah.
So talk to me about your challenges. What challenges were you or are you facing?
Definitely financing, trying not to pay for everything out of pocket. When you're starting a business, a lot of times you're in the red, in the beginning before you're in the black. So, and that is definitely something that we learned in this cohort that I was in, but now it's time to really kind of apply what was learned as far as building your business credit and then going after financing, where you're not having to back it with your own personal financing and credit score, where it's really based on the business. So that's something that I'm working on next, focusing on that. And then just really learning how to properly market yourself and get yourself out there to be known. I'd say probably one of my pain points and struggles is social media, my presence.
We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that next. We're going to get into it.
Finding the time. It's like a whole nother full-time job.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, when I say I am heavy on the AI software, I'm heavy. Because I used to sit and I used to manually, like this interview would be 10 hours long.
Right.
And I would sit and watch it, do my chops, and this look like a good clip. Let me put that time down, then go back, resize it, put captions, because it takes every platform is different.
Yes.
Like for me, the stuff I put on Instagram, I can't put it on Facebook. Because Facebook is people who know me personally. So, most of the people know me personally.
Right.
They're there to see personal me, who just posts the stupid memes and all that other stuff. They're not there for business me. They're not there for podcast me.
Yeah.
But when I post it on the Instagram, just the podcast page or the TikTok or the YouTube shorts or threads or I'm probably missing one. That's different because now I'm tapping into a totally different audience that is here specifically for this.
They want that.
They want that. They don't. That's why I tell people, like, I have my marketing consultant, and I tell her all the time, I was like, I'm just gonna stop posting on Facebook because the juice it's not worth the squeeze now. But it's different. You just gotta attack it differently.
Yeah.
With Facebook, I can't just go and put the clip on there. I can just ask a question. Hey, Commanders getting ready to play the Patriots. What's going to be the prediction? People going to come in there and comment.
Right.
But let me go and put a clip up. I could put a clip up saying the same thing. They're going to be another video from this nigga.
Just keep scrolling. Right.
So it depends. But definitely. So right now, what is your strategy for promoting? Is it just social media?
It's been word of mouth, really. It's been word of mouth. So in addition to being a part of this business development cohort, I also took them on as a client. And so I've been able to just really network. People don't realize networking is so key. And I have always been a person who hates to network. Like, I can stand in a room in front of 100 people and give a presentation. Like, I think this made me nervous because it's like a little more, intimate. And I'm like, oh my God, I think because I know I'm being recorded. But I can stand in front of a room in front of 100 people and give a presentation, a training, a speech, or what have you. Networking, I don't like small talk.
Really?
I don't like the small talk and the chit chat. I'm like, you know what I do, you know my product, you know what I'm selling, you want it or not, like, and we can talk about it, but just like rubbing elbows and networking, I'm like a extrovert or introvert. I become a little shy with that, so I don't like it. I'm not great about it. Even in my real estate business, I'm like, it's word of mouth referrals. Like, people gonna send you my way. I'm gonna help you find a home, sell a home, but I don't really market myself or go to a lot of these events. So networking has been something that I've been doing in this cohort, and meeting a lot of our subject matter experts, our SMEs, and just building all these relationships or with other women in the cohort. And we're all, just learning and sharing gems and encouraging each other. And so from that, word of mouth, people are getting out there, people seeing my work, how I'm really handling things, I'm on top of things. And they're like, hey, are you looking for more clients? Are you taking on? I know somebody that needs this, that. And that's really how it's been growing. I'm like, yes, definitely, bring them my way.
So you keep the business cards and stuff like that, though,
yeah,
right?
definitely. I do it usually on my phone. I have, where you can scan the QR code. Yeah.
I still believe in the business card.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, you can put a QR code on it, but business card, like when some places I might go to like America's Best Wings or something, I always keep cards on me. And they got a cork board. I'll be like, or I'll be in a Wawa. I'll be like, I just stick it there, and I go in, it's still there, and it's, it may not mean nothing, but it's me, So, so would you? I'm trying to figure out how would you promote it on social media, because it's really all about videos. So how do you promote it?
So posting, like, what does a virtual assistant do? Like, I have the ideas, it's just making time, because people might not understand, well, what would a virtual assistant do for me? How could I use one? What would I need one for? Or sharing ideas on how to be more organized or how to manage your calendar, just some of these tips and things that I share with my clients, but just in a bit, just little snippets. So little visuals or, really videos where you're teaching people things, engaging. So all of those ideas, again, it's just making it happen.
And you doing that yourself?
I have not been. I need to be. That's what I'm saying. I got the ideas. I just haven't done it yet.
You got a child, put her to work.
Yes. So Ebony said that too. She was like, I know my goddaughter, India, can do that.
Man, it's simple. Like, you know what I do now? So I have my segment. It's called On the Bench. And I just started it. And what I do is I have a little tiny tripod, and I got my phone, and I have a lavalier I paid a couple $100s for. And I'm at work or I'm walking the dog. I see a bench, set it up, cut it on. I sit down, I do my thing, and I get up and I go. And it's just that simple.
I might need some training then. Like, okay, tell me how to do this.
So really the biggest thing is recording yourself, not being nervous. So that's my fight right now.
Okay.
Is like, damn, it's different when you in here because I'm in the safety of my own home.
Yeah.
But when you out in public, like when I got my recent intro video done for my most latest one, my buddy, shout to Glenn, I Live Our Studios. We were downtown DC, and he was like, look, I need you to walk across the street, and I'm just gonna record you. Do just be normal. So we walking across Constitution Avenue.
Lord.
He like this, backing up, looking behind a camera in his face. People looking in the car like, who was this nigga here? Who is he? I had people looking like pulling their phones out like thought I was a celebrity or something. No, I'm just a regular dude.
Yeah.
So
carry on.
But he just does it so naturally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
his work is amazing too.
Oh yeah, man, he's good. I got a lot of stuff from him, man. That's his lens.
Oh wow.
It's mine now.
Oh well.
But I think you could take advantage of Threads, which is Twitter, essentially, because those words of encouragement, motivation. Hey, you got a problem? Here's a solution.
Mm-hmm.
You probably can go off on that. I would say anywhere but Facebook. Facebook ain't.
And somebody was saying TikTok too, like. A lot of people are really maximizing on TikTok, like these little short videos teaching people how to do things.
Absolutely.
People want to learn, and I'm just
I see them on there. I gotta
find the time to
record. If you get on there and you can do like just not a tutorial, but just information.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know that there's a percentage of blase blah, are behind on their work? Why? Because they need help, and this is why you should do.
Yeah.
And then you can do that. You can repurpose them. You can use them later. Yeah. That's it right there.
So that's what I gotta work on. That's what I gotta focus on. So I'd say that's somewhere that I've been struggling, and but I mean. Yeah, and that'll just build exposure, right? So I have my website, that's in the process of being revamped, but that'll build exposure, and that'll definitely get me out there and get the business known.
Do that. Look. Yeah. I know the first couple videos gonna be a little rough, but listen, just be natural, just have fun. That's what I'm promoting now. I'm in a stage of my life where, I used to really want to make money off of this.
Right.
I was like, man, I got to make some money, man. I spent thousands of dollars. Now, It is what it is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm having fun. You know what I mean? That's why I'm able to bring, certain guests on the show, and for the most part, everyone has a great experience.
Yeah.
But back then, man, I used to be like, I would be looking at them stats. Fuck, man, I'm only at 10. Only 10 people listen. What's going on?
Right.
Only 5 people, and then one day it'd be 100 people tuned in. Bet next week is back to 10. So
You're like, damn it.
now I'd be like, I still look at the stats. I'm a stat Nazi, man. But it is what it is. I ain't, it got to be fun. But definitely have fun with it. And social media can, man, you mess around and you ain't gonna have no choice but to hire some more people.
Exactly.
Trust me.
I know. So that's what I really got to focus on next.
Yeah. So, what's the future plans? Like, what happens from here? Like,
So ultimately, I mean, I really just want to grow and be, one of the top virtual assistant companies in the country. Like, and honestly, even to go internationally, like one of the workshops that I participated in was talking about how these services are needed globally. So learning how to leverage that as well. But I just want to continue to grow and scale my business, but being very intentional with who I'm hiring and just even how we're presenting ourselves in the work, because again, it's something I'm passionate about. I'm not just doing this chasing a dollar. I haven't quit my 9 to 5. That's still there. But the goal is to do that. The goal is to ultimately be able to step away from the 9 to 5 and to work for myself and to continue to focus on building generational wealth, building a legacy, something I can leave behind for my kids. But, I'm going to try to convince Mr. in a few years, when we retire, I want to live overseas. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know yet. But, I've saying for years I wanted to relocate to Florida. I'm a little iffy about that right now. I think we're going to hold off on that.
The weather, man.
That's where I want to go. Like, I need to be near the beach.
You don't be worried about them hurricanes?
No. We'll survive it.
Houses in the ocean. Like,
I'm not going to live on the cliff right at the water, but I need to be near the ocean. That's my happy place. But right now, politically, shit is just a little crazy down there. I'm going to hold off. But I'd love to live overseas on an island somewhere. Like, that's what makes me happy. That brings me joy. But for this business, I could do this business from anywhere.
So what about the people who might need you to come to them directly? Like, how does that work?
Well, they probably need to hire someone that's not a virtual assistant.
Oh, so you're not entertaining that at all?
Not really. I mean, right now, yes. Like, for example, I did a discovery session, and she really kind of needs some hands-on help just getting her organized and started. And I'm like, that's not something I really do. But you know what? Okay, I can come in there. She owns a hair salon. We can get you situated and get you started. And then once you're up and running. But other than for events, where I'm on site for events is needed, I have a team that somebody can be on site, but it doesn't need to be me. So I should be able to, again, that's the beauty of it. It's virtual. I can do anything you need virtually. You need someone on site, somebody from the team can be on site for you, but it should really only be for events. Everything, the magic is behind the keyboard on that computer, we're getting it done.
That's dope. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been sitting there just picturing like, man, can I just leave my 9 to 5 and just go do whatever the hell I want? I'm just so used to structure.
Me too.
I've been just structured since I was 18.
Yeah, me too. I've been a worker bee, and it's nothing wrong with that. And I've been in my current position 15 years as of November 1st. So, I mean, I'm not going anywhere right now, but that is honestly, that's my dream. That's my goal, to be able to step away and work for myself and, have my family work for me, have my friends just not be tethered to a schedule, a 9 to 5. Now I have to worry about, can I take off to attend something with one of my kids, just really being present and in the moment. My husband and I, let's pick up and go. Business will still keep running. I don't have to worry about how much PTO do I have. Can I get approval to travel? Like, no, we're gone.
Yeah, I think definitely the daily 9 to 5 is slowly, I don't think it's dying out. I just think that more people are putting themselves in the right position that they can say, well, I'm going to holler at y'all. I'm going to go ahead and try this my way.
Let me tell you, the pandemic changed a lot of shit. Most for the bad, but, working remotely, it just created an awakening in people. Like, we are just as productive. We're working just as hard from our living rooms or from our home offices or from wherever.
Did you like it? Did you like?
Oh, I
working from family?
loved working remotely. Oh, I thrived. I loved it. And I was working my butt off. I was productive. I wasn't one of those work from home people that I'm laying in the bed with my bonnet on, turning my computer. No, I was still structured. I would get up and make my coffee. I was downstairs in my office at my desk from 9 to 5. Operation where I'm just loved it. I was so productive. Let me tell you, I was dressed for work from the waist up. And most of my meetings are on camera, so I had to be presentable. But I bust my ass, but I loved it. I thrived. I truly did. It was hard to go back into the office.
Well, I don't want to say it was hard for me. I just think the job I was at when I was at the Smithsonian, when I was there, the job was so constant that it was to the point where they was getting more work out of us even when we was home, and we was still working overtime. So I'm working 16-hour shifts from home, and they was like, "Well, shit, nigga, you in the house?"
Yeah, that's not the point, right?
Dog, like you can't go nowhere.
Yes.
Like, it's different now. You know what I'm saying? I'm the new spot. You know, I can be all right. Well, I'm put the hot spot on. I'm gonna make a move.
Right.
You know, and I can still do what I need to do.
Yeah.
And I can take off when I need to take off. Like I was needing to take off, and nobody was wanting to cover. I was like, we teleworking.
I remember that. Yeah, you like nobody gonna jump in and take this shift over.
Pissed,
yeah, I remember that.
So, but nah, man. I was happy. I told him, I said, y'all need to send me in the office. I just, we always in here. You know, it's because, we moved in this house in the pandemic. Yeah. So we didn't even get to meet the owner. Right. You know, she came one day, we came the next day. And
separate settlements.
We didn't get to meet no neighbors. We didn't really talk to our neighbors probably 6-7 months after we got in here. We didn't know, and there was no kids. You know, Aiden went from 4th grade to 6th grade in the house.
Yeah.
You know, Harley was different. You know, Harley was younger, so she didn't care. She just want to play. But, my son, he was affected. And it took him a while to really get back in there. And that's why I say, look, man, if don't no kids come out these houses pretty soon, we're going to have to pack up and get the fuck out of here.
Right. We got to go find some kids.
We moved from Suitland to here.
Yeah.
Because of the schools and the amenities and all that. But I'm like, where's the kids at?
Right.
But the kids is in Old Bowie. And they're in the townhouses and all that. These houses around here, they in there, but they be in the house. So I told him, I said, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, send me in. But that's good. I can sleep in late tonight. Yeah. Because I was going in 3 days straight. And I'm like, I do a lot of walking, man. I'm like, nah. Oh, yeah. Where am I at today? I'm at 16,000 steps.
Ooh, okay then.
And I don't even feel like I really did nothing. Then come home, walk the dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get prepped for the interview. That's why I was like, all this shit was set yesterday.
Okay.
Usually I'll be like, shit, she about to be here. Let me clean up. Nah, all this shit. Well, all I had to do was cut the lights on.
Okay.
And we was good to go. But we off topic, but it is what it is.
No, it is what it is. But I go in 3 days a week now, but I wish I was working from home 5 days a week.
I think it's also your job as well. Like I'm a building manager, so it's like I gotta be there. Yeah, and I walking around, I'm shaking hands. We diffusing shit, we fixing stuff that's broke. Yeah. I manage contractors, so
you have to be there. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I would have to go in at least one day a week because one of the hats I wear is facilities management, and so definitely I'm the liaison for the building. And so, I found that I did need to be on site so I can see things and I can, walk around and we got an issue with something. All right, let me meet you there to check it out. So at least one day a week, but I'm making it work. I'm not complaining. It is what it is. But again, I'm just, that's why I'm on my grind.
But that's good though, because even when you home, I know you say you be working when you're home, but you still got that time. Like I'm telling you.
Oh heck yeah! I sleep in later on those days.
Oh yeah, I ain't getting up at 6:30. I'm getting up 30 minutes before. I'm like, good morning.
Yeah, I can drop baby girl off to school on those 2 days, so she knows she can move slower and get up a little bit later. Sydney's like, yeah, so you taking me every Tuesday and Friday, and I can do all of that, walk the dog, and still be back online. By 9 o'clock to kick off the day.
Damn,
so
9 too late. 9 o'clock.
No.
I'm looking for lunch.
What time you start?
I'm 7 to 3:30.
Oh no, sir.
I gotta be. I mean, because of the rotation between the kids and it's getting dark and the dog. Lily get home later than me.
Okay.
So I gotta get in here and get it situated. So she's kind of coming in like she just got here a little bit before you.
Okay.
So it's good, and I could choose to stay later if I want to, but I like to get downtown and get the hell out.
Yeah, that's true because you're kind of avoiding some of that rush hour. Like, getting there at 7, leaving at 3. Yeah.
So I'm by the time, I mean, I'm still dealing with Kenilworth and all that, but I mean, I'm
Right.
gone. Like I done been down there about 5, and it is completely
It's a different world. Yeah.
It's completely different leaving out of here at 6 and then leaving out of here at 6:15.
Yeah.
It's 10,000 more cars on the road. You know what I mean? But so what advice do you have anyone aspiring to do something similar to what you're doing now?
I'd say really for anyone that wants to start any business, I'd say, become part of something if you can. Just learn, always learn, because knowledge is power and nobody can take that from you. So whatever gems you collect, whatever knowledge you get, you can take that and use it in any area for the rest of your life, right? But I'd say get a mentor, somebody that can really teach you the ropes. So Tara Pendergrass is the CEO of MP Services, and she has really been my business mentor, just a professional, just guru for all things, in the business world. And she is the one that created the program, the cohort that I was a part of. And I've learned so much from her, and just her knowledge that she pours into you, and just the guidance. I mean, it's been so beneficial. So I'd say, find you a community of like-minded individuals, whether it's a cohort or just some kind of, formal business professional development program, or just individuals that have that same passion, even if it's in different industries, where you can just learn and grow and encourage each other. But definitely, if you can find somebody that can be some type of mentor and that's going to teach you and pour into you, then certainly, do your best and try to do that. I wanted to try to make sure I reference the name of this program because it's been just that amazing. Mm-hmm. And we're starting up with the 3rd cohort. So the application actually just closed. But then the application will be reopening for the 4th cohort. And it's a free program. And it's the Minority Women Business Financial Empowerment Program by MP Services. And it's a free program for business owners. And it's just, whether you're starting a new venture, whether you're already, you already have a business that's created, just growing and scaling your business. Like, again, I received coaching. I had the opportunity to learn from a ton of experts. I got certification. I got just so many things just that, that are just going to benefit me forever in any business venture that I embark upon.
Yeah, I'm looking for something like that for men. Or it ain't got to be men. It's whoever. I take direction. Yeah. If you know more than me, I need to know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So no, that's good though. I don't have any more questions for you, man. I think you did really good. You wasn't nervous at all. You just was talking.
I was nervous at first.
Look, 5 minutes in, I'm like, nervous my ass. You been talking.
It started out that way, but come on, we've been sitting back rapping for years.
That's why I said, look, man, it ain't gonna take you long.
I know.
Just let it flow. Don't worry about none of this.
Right. That's what once I start focusing on it, I'm like, all right, it's just like it's been sitting there rapping with family. Yeah. So this was good. Thank you for having me on. You
got any questions for me?
Let's see. Shoot, you already gave me some advice, some gems on things that I need to be doing. So I'm certainly going to be calling you like, okay, so what should I be doing? What do I need to buy to, just record? But if you had to tell somebody like me, what's my starter pack for really to do videos? And you can do it on your phone, but AI, like what apps, like ChatGPT is what I use for AI for writing things. Like it's a powerful tool, but what would you tell somebody like me? This is your starter kit. Use this and start making some damn videos.
Well, first of all, I'm going to stick with the phone.
Okay.
Because we go out here, we pay $1,100 to $100 for these phones.
Yeah.
What is that? What's that there?
Oh, this is like the 11. I am not with the latest phone.
It don't matter.
I don't care about
the camera works.
It does work. Yeah.
So I think a lot of times, man, we get nervous when we see these people with these gigantic cameras, 10,000. Right. Like, you don't need that shit. All you need is your phone. You get your cheap. You don't even need a lavalier. You can just get your phone, some good lighting, and if your product is good, you just keep on talking that talk. Like stuff like TikTok, you'll look at. I look at people who, they're big now.
Right.
They're really big. You go back and look at their old shit. it looked like some shit.
Right.
But
They were consistent.
People was fooling with them.
Yeah.
So like, I just think if you're not a social media person, you're gonna have to become one.
Yeah.
So which means that you're gonna have to get online. You're gonna have to search for other people doing similar to what you're doing. You're gonna have to connect with them, or just give them a thumbs up. You're gonna have to comment on people's stuff. You're gonna have to debate with people. You're gonna have to look up like for TikTok. And if you having a TikTok that's specifically for your business, the majority of stuff coming in needs to be your niche, which is virtual assistants.
Okay.
That way you can be getting something from somebody be getting something from you. Or even if somebody posts something good, oh, that's really good. Or what do you think about this? All of that stuff is gonna bring more people in. And then the people in their comments like, what the fuck is this? Oh, let's check her shit better. Let's go over here. Let's take our business over there.
Gotcha.
So it's essentially what you don't like doing, which
Right.
is small talk.
Right.
But you can do it differently. So you're not really, face to face, but definitely a good schedule. I don't know how much information you're able to provide, but let's say out of 7 days, if you could start posting 3 times a week, just have some type of format. You can go on ChatGPT and say, hey, this is my business. It says, I'm going to give you a list of information about my business, which is X, Y, and Z. And I want you to create a 30-day calendar for Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, YouTube Shorts. And
I would never have even thought to use it like that.
You got to talk to it like it's a person.
Yes, I would never have thought to. Like, now, mind you, it helps write some things, but I would never have thought to even go to it for something like that.
It will give you, and it'll say, I need you to ask me as many questions as you need to ask in order for my shit to be tight. And it'll ask you 10, 20 questions, and you answer them. And the more information you populate, it'll give you a calendar. It give you an idea. Of, to what you could do. And you can tweak it. You say, well, I don't like this. I want you to change this and add this. As you do that, you'll start to get more ideas, and then you can hone in. And then it'll say, well, what if I want to start scheduling posts or whatever? Like when you start making videos, you can use, video editing stuff. You can use CapCut. I mean, a lot of these apps, TikTok, you can edit the shit right on there. And you have to play around with that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, because I think I created like one reel, and I was like, how the hell did I do this?
It takes some time. It's definitely not something you can rush. And I mean, just over time, if you're doing really well, you can look into paid advertisements on social media. Now, what I was told by my marketing consultant is, if you ain't willing to do it for at least 30 days, don't do it. Okay. If you ain't willing to run an ad for a month, don't do it. Because you do it for a week, you get a bunch of people, then you stop doing it. Now it's back down.
Okay.
So if you got to flood that joint, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing it. But I would highly suggest finding an intern that is social media, that's on it heavy, that know it, and let them do it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I need you. This is what I need you to do. I need you to, and you just keep bringing them ideas. You even though you have, got them doing it, but they showing you as well. So that time when they not there, you can be doing it yourself, because really you just get them to teach you, and you can be like, all right, I'm gonna holler at you. Or unless you're gonna bring them on full time, but definitely, just like you would tell me, if you're not strong, and get somebody to do it.
Yeah.
Because that's my thing now. I can do the social media all day, but it's like, for me, if I pour a lot into social media, I'm going to be lacking somewhere else. So what'll happen is, I'm making a lot of social media posts right now, but I haven't recorded since last month. Because I'm just like,
it's hard to focus on.
I'm just like, I just don't feel like it. I'm like, I ain't feel like it. I could have came in and I got to move this, and I got to turn this, and I got to put this over there. I'm like, I don't feel like doing shit right now, man.
Yeah.
So, but definitely, man, it's don't go out by no camera.
Okay.
You don't need that unless you know somebody who got one.
I do not.
Unless you know somebody who wants to be your full time, photographer that's going to record you and take that shit and make it for you. Just start with your phone. Just try stuff, and just try anything. Yeah, you could try. Hey, I'm about to cook this, or do a get ready with me. Okay, I know you see them.
Yes, all the time.
a get ready with me is nothing. They're either done 2 ways. You got people that actually talk.
Right.
Or you got people who get dressed and they do a voiceover. And they just talking about, so this is what I found. I found this at Bloomingdale's, and what you think about this, do. And you'll be amazed that you just watching the video and you talking, and you'll be right on point with it. And if not, okay, let me do it over. Nope, I ain't like that. Let me do it.
I'm gonna have to Google how to do a voiceover.
It's on. You download CapCut. It's all on.
Okay.
There. CapCut it's a free app. I mean, they got a paid version, but you can do so much. You can make a movie on CapCut. Like it's that good. All my clips are generated on my AI thing called Video. Yep, called Video.ai. You don't need that.
Okay.
I use that so this interview will be long form. I'll put it generated in there, and I'll come back in 30 minutes, and it'll make 30 or 40 clips for me.
Oh, wow.
And then I just go review them, which ones. I could change the ratio. If I want it to be long, horizontal, vertical, or a square for Facebook. If I want to change the captions or the border in the background. If I want to make my own custom timestamp, I can do that, because a lot of times you might get 30 and 10 I'm gonna be of the same clip, so it's not that good.
Okay.
It just give you it still takes something off your plate.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
I mean? So but yeah, you in this day and age with social media, with your business, you got to get on there somewhere.
Yeah, I know I do. I do, definitely.
I would say just look around and just be a sponge. Like, get in these people's comments and ask, hey, what about this? What about that? YouTube. Look, definitely get acquainted with YouTube. I've used YouTube so much, I can't even find the stuff I'm looking for no more. So now I get on like Reddit, which
really?
I just started getting Reddit. Reddit is a whole nother ball game. This is actual people giving you information, but you get a response.
Okay.
You will find someone who's doing exactly. I'd be like, hey, I got the Sony A6000. I'm getting ready to buy the Sony A7C Mark II. Has anybody ever done this? What was your interest? Oh yeah, I did that. Do. I highly know somebody had this 9-year-old camera and just bought something new with the same one. Like, you ain't gonna find that on YouTube.
Right. That's true. That's true.
So definitely, it's just learning.
Okay.
Learning is continuous. If you want to stay relevant out here, you have to stay.
You do.
You have to stay, with your foot on the gas. You gotta know the latest and greatest. When it's pertaining to your field. That's the best advice I can give you.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's all I got. I know that was a long question.
No, I love it. I don't mind that. That was helpful. I'm like, all right, taking my little notes here. Like, okay.
I think don't say that. I'll check that after. But let the people know where they can find your stuff.
Yes, definitely. So my website is www.airsolutionsllc.org. I can be reached at 240-640-2316. D. Robertson at airsolutionsllc.org. And then also on social media. Look, I should know it, right? This is how you know I'm not on social media like I need to be. Let's see here. Let me see. So I'm on I don't even know my damn TikTok. I'm on Instagram at air_solutions_LLC. My kids helped me set up my TikTok. I don't even know
don't
what
worry.
the hell.
This will all be in the body. It'll be a lower third.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So yeah, but I mean, just reach out. It's always helpful to just we can have a conversation. We can schedule a 30-minute discovery call. And just, go from there. But don't think that any business is too large or too small, or, if you just have ideas and you're trying to just get off the ground and get started, like, don't think that you can't, afford, or that you don't have enough work for a virtual assistant. It's something that somebody needs help with. We can take it off your plate and take care of it for you.
Very good. You heard it here first, all right? But we're going to wrap it up, man. Thank you again for coming up, man. I know you got here early, too. I was like, damn, she here early. But you did say that, though. Make sure y'all check it out. This is Miss Dominique Robertson, founder and CEO of Air Solutions Virtual Assistants. We are done. Capping out.